All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. If you're new here, my name is Candace. I am a brand new reseller. I have a store I opened up on eBay about 3 weeks ago. And today I'm out estate sale shopping. I am estate sale shopping the estate sales in their final hour. I have been going to estate sales for a couple weekends now. Last weekend, it was my first time shopping the estate sale at the very bitter end, and I found some great deals. So here I am, round two. And I'm excited to take you along with me in these homes today to see what deals we can find. I mean, last weekend I found some stuff and I've already sold 2 items that I sourced last weekend. One of them selling in record time, like within 3 hours, which I will be sharing on a video coming up of the items that I have sold in my first month on eBay. So anyways, I'm so excited. Let's go check out this house. I am calling this home the eclectic book lover's dream. I couldn't find the exact date, but it looks like it was built in the 1970s. Almost 3,000 square feet, 3 bed, 3 bath. There were so many fun things to check out all over the house. They had a ton of stuff in the garage, but I didn't get anything there. And so many fun, eclectic, artsy, vintage, so many fun things to see. From the price tax history, it seems like the people who lived here were the original homeowners, and the books were just off the hook here. I was just in awe of how many fun and interesting antique books they had. Unfortunately, I just didn't really know much, so I didn't end up getting any books here. My goal when coming to estate sales at their very final hour is that I'm trying to improve my profit margins and get the best deal possible. Many people who run these estate sales, or the homeowners, I should say, are just overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that's here. And if you come at the very end on the last day and try and do maybe some bundle pricing, you'll be able to get a better deal, because ultimately at the end of the day, whoever owns this home probably doesn't want to have to deal with all this stuff. And so they're more willing to part with items for a better price. I did end up finding a few pieces. No, that's not a real person hanging from the ceiling. I told you this house was eclectic. Okay, I got some stuff. Let's go ahead and head out to the next stop. Okay, this next one's a showstopper. I'm calling this the modern estate. Look at this beautiful home. I believe this was just a moving sale, and it kind of reflected when you came inside and saw what was available. It was over 8,000 square feet. It was huge. And you'll see throughout the footage that this home was really picked over. There was not a lot of small knick-knacky type stuff. I did end up getting some items, and I can't wait to show you. But when I had looked up the price history, the people who had lived here before or were moving from this place had only bought the home in 2019. Not very much time to spend collecting items over, 50-year span like I was at the last house. I should have realized from the photos that they posted online, the ones that they post before the estate sale starts, that there probably just wasn't going to be enough stuff for me to pick from at the very end, which will help me judge going forward what homes I take time to go to. But anyways, on to the next. Let's go to the last and final house. This one was tucked away back in the hills, and so for that, I'm calling this home the Hidden Hills Hideaway. When I had looked this home up ahead of time, I found very little information on it, and that was okay though. I saw the pictures that the estate sale company had posted, and the home looked really promising in their pictures, so I decided to come out here anyways. And right off the bat in the front yard where they had everything displayed, I definitely was happy that I came to this estate sale. There was so much to see. This estate sale was actually on its second to last day, but I still came at the very final hour of that day, hoping to get a good deal, and I did. The people running the estate sale were really kind, but they did tell me they could have done a better deal should it have been the very final day, and that's just the risk that you run on whatever days that you can go. Okay, I am wiped. Whew. that was definitely a thrill, going from house to house to house. I did get some good stuff, and I cannot wait to show you. I think I'm doing better on my profit margins, and I cannot wait to showcase them to you. So let's get back so I can show you everything that I got. Okay, I am back. I am so excited to show you all of the amazing things that I was able to collect today. I was definitely heavier on the clothing side on this day's trip, and I'm pleased with all of the clothing items I did find. And I think I'm getting better. I think, it's hard because at estate sales, and shopping them in their last hour, you kind of had to jam boogie through the house, and I was on a time crunch. And so I went with my gut on a lot of stuff, and I've taken the feedback that you all have given me on things that do well, and I've been trying to do my best to look up sell-through rate and popular items and watch a bunch of videos of what sold, on people's other eBay stores and so forth. And so I think I did a good job today, or at least a better job than I have in the past. And I'd love to hear your feedback throughout the showcase right now. I'm gonna go through each house 1, house 2, house 3, show you everything I got from each estate sale and what I paid, and then I'll highlight a few items and come up with some winners at the end. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Here is haul number 1. I managed to find jackets and coats, which was awesome. And they all were vintage. And even though I couldn't really research each brand in detail on the fly, I knew that, a jacket or a coat that is vintage should do me well online. After further research on these, I'm hoping to get anywhere from $20 to $30 out of each of these. And then I also have these vintage hangers that I found. They all have name brands on them. So anywhere from $10 to $15 on each of those. And then I'll go into these beer steins right now in more detail, along with a few other items here. And I did get that cool little art magnet right there. This entire haul costed me only $10. So I'm really excited about that. Let me chat with you about a couple of these front items. Okay, item number 1 is actually 2 items. They are these. Found them on the shelf sitting right next to each other. They are pewter tankard mugs. They are made in England. They have these cool, unique glass bottoms. I will show you where it says, let's see here if you can see that a little closer. Online, they are listed individually and sold individually, so I don't think I'm going to do them as a set. I'll probably get more money that way. I'm going to list them for $25 a piece. And I paid $1 a piece. So I'm very happy, much better profit margin, and seems like they're pretty desirable items. So that is what I'm hoping to get out of those. Okay, I am learning something new every single time I go out and pick. I took a risk on this item. It was small and it was inexpensive, but it was vintage and it looked pretty cool. I did not realize that people collect vintage gummed reinforcements. And if you did not know, now you know too, because they are selling on eBay. So this brand, Denizen, if you can see it here, is the brand for these gummed reinforcements. They are the little things you put on the holes of your paper so that your paper doesn't rip as you're turning the page. So anyways, very interesting and unique. I think people probably collect them because of how cool these boxes look. And I'm excited. This is kind of a new space for me. So I see them going online anywhere around $7 to $11-ish. So I'm excited and hopeful to get around $10 for it. Okay, haul number 2. I am not going to display it on the couch because there's very little to show you. It is, it's 5 items, but they're all of the same item. So I'll just display them right now. It was definitely a very picked through house, as you saw in the footage. Gave me good insight as to how to pick and choose estate sales going forward, at which ones I'll go to on the last day. But anyways, I found these really cool knitted koozies. So this is knitted koozie number 1. This is knitted koozie number 2, this cool little sailor brand. This has got this cool owl design on it. And when you feel them, they're really well made, high quality. I believe they're from this brand called Freaker. I still haven't found these exact designs yet on their website. They might be discontinued. This is a cool kind of like 80s vibe going on. And then how cool is this camping RV one? So I have 5 of them here that I got, and I only paid $2, and it looks like they're being sold online here on eBay for around $10. So I will be listing them all for around $10. Let's just say I list each of these for $12. I hope to get $12 out of them. They're really cool. I think anyone that comes across these would be happy with that purchase. And yay, 5 times 12, $60 in koozies for $2. I am improving my profit margins. So I'm very happy about that little snag. All right, that brings us to house number 3. I am excited about house number 3 because it was a big haul, and I'm excited to show you. It was all apparel, and it's all of a similar style apparel. The gentleman who lived here and had all these clothes took really good care of them. Most of the items I grabbed are vintage. Let me show you. I'm going to lay them out and I'll show you kind of in the boatload, and then I'll highlight a few of the items up close so you can see them. Here is haul number 3. I am so pleased and happy with all of the apparel that I grabbed at that house. Whoever owned these before took really good care of their clothes. And so I was able to stack a whole bunch of stuff up. The people who worked the estate sale worked with me in my budget. I just, was not able to spend more than $50. And so this, all this together here costed me $50. There was a much more that I had in my stack of pile, but I want to try and be fair at the same time. I do feel like I still got a really good deal at $50 for all of this. This is all golf apparel. I'm fairly certain a lot of this is vintage. I have to just double check on some of these tags. But there are some name brands in here. Let me highlight a couple up close, and then you'll see here. Let me go. So I got t-shirts. These are just like plain white t-shirts over here. I got this really cool vintage hanger. I got these long sleeve turtlenecks, and then all of these windbreaker sweaters. And then these are all vests right here. So let's go ahead and look at these couple of a little closer. I have these that I'm just going to kind of hold up and go a little closer. They're the Titleist brand ones. You can see here it's like a navy one. And then this one is my most favorite one in the whole stack. They're both vintage. You'll see here on the tag, it says Titleist by Corbin. This one's got this textured knit to it with this trim on the V-neck. Very, very chic, very high quality. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to list this for, but I got a handful of these, and it looks like online that these kind of sweater vests, golf sweater vests, range in price anywhere from $20 to $35-ish. With these 2 name brand ones, I'll probably go on the higher end. The others, I'll probably stick closer to that, but I am super excited about those. Just a real quick closer look at some of these windbreakers I got. So this is like a vintage AM Player brand. And then this one here is the Snake Eyes windwear brand. And this one, when I looked at the sell-through rate, it was like 50%, which is really good. So I'm excited. I got a couple of each of those, and they range in price. I'll probably try and get closer to 40 on these because they are, they're windbreaker jackets. So hopefully I get that. If not, closer to 30, I'm still happy with. But those are a couple of those. We are flying through here. One last little item I kind of want to highlight is this Titleist long sleeve turtleneck shirt. I only found one online, which I'll show here, or I found one on eBay specifically that went for an insane amount, but I think it was kind of a collector's item, and I still have yet to find another one. So pricing that is going to be interesting and difficult. It seems like when I go to the Titleist website, you can't even buy apparel there. That in some of the comments on the forum there, it shows that you can only buy Titleist actual apparel. in storefront or like at tournaments, at booths and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I guess finding it on eBay would be your next best bet. So I'm kind of confused. What should I list? I have two of them. So I'll show you one here. Long sleeve white Titleist shirt for. Any insight on that would be great. And I have a matching one that is black. So I'm not sure what to price them at, but I'm hoping to make a nice little profit off of both of those two. Now it is time for me to give out rankings. I am going to rank each haul instead of individual items because I feel like in today's hauls, there was a lot of similar items. So let's go ahead and get into those rankings. In third place, coming in at bronze, is going to be the Modern Estate. Why? I think it's very obvious. It was incredibly picked over and I only got a small amount, but I'm still going to make a nice little profit and they're high quality koozies. So I'm very excited. It's still a podium standing and I am pleased with that. But in third place, it will be the Modern Estate. In second place, earning silver medal, is the Eclectic Book Lover's Dream. This home had so many books, top to bottom, and was literally a book lover's dream. For me, I am not a book picker, thrifter yet, at least. I really just don't know what I'm looking for. But I still found a lot of great things. The clothing I found there was okay. And I'm very excited about those pewters, but it definitely, outperformed my pickings from the previous home. And so it got second place. Then coming in at first place, very excited about my haul from today, is the Hidden Hills Hideaway. I feel like the Hidden Hills Hideaway home had hidden gems up in the closet for me to find all of that amazing golf apparel. I cannot wait to get those listed, and I am so grateful because that is probably going to give me the best profit so far out of all three of those hauls. Other ones are still amazing finds, and I'm really excited to continue to learn more about shopping at estate sales. And I am dying to continue to take you along with me. All in today, I, made a nice little hefty investment, but I am excited for the potential profits. I'm going to continue to figure out exactly what I'm going to list everything for. If you have any tips for me, please leave them in the comments below. And if you have not done so already, please subscribe to this video. Don't forget to always hit the like button down below, and I will continue to share my journey with you as I learn the ins and outs of reselling. I'm a little over 3 weeks into this gig and I am addicted. I am addicted to finding a good deal and I cannot wait to continue to build my sales. I will be sharing all of my sales that I've made so far in an upcoming video. I will share business in review, all of my learning so far. So all of that is coming. I am almost at the end of my first month of being on eBay, and I cannot wait for many more months to come. I feel incredibly blessed to have such a wonderful audience, and you guys have all been so encouraging, and I appreciate all of your wisdom and advice, and I continue to listen to you, and I cannot wait to share more with you in the future. Have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you soon.